with Jamie Mayo, the Ottawa Junior Senators. Ottawa Junior Senators, big year, Jamie, and all of a sudden you guys looked at that. You made some key acquisitions, Owen Guy, Nick Lalonde from Cornwall in the offseason. So you're on your way.
Yeah, no, with Marty securing the host bid for the Fred Page Cup this year, we felt that, we needed to upgrade in a few spots, and, we were able to acquire two quality hockey players in Owen Guy and Nick Lalonde, who've come in and really injected us with a bit of offense and good two-way play. And, they're very, very good in the dressing room, and we're really excited to have them.
So if we go back a year in time, you're at that point last year, at this time, you had a young defense. They came along very well. In fact, you ended up losing a couple. This edition, a little bit more skill, a little bit more balance.
Yeah, I'd say we're probably a little bit more skilled than we were last year, a little bit more speed up front. But yeah, losing two kids like Merrick Rippon and Tommy Stevenson, it's tough. But, in this business, that's what we're all about, to move kids on to the next level, be it NCAA or OHL. So it's great to see them up there. It hurts us, absolutely. But, they're in a good spot, and, they well deserve to be there.
Yeah, I guess the word development again. This is what this is all about. To go back to the end of last year, again at the Carleton Place Canadians, a series of the junior centers, you guys number 1 and 2, not a whole lot of difference. They came out again. They came out on top again. What, in your eyes, what was the difference in that series?
Well, you can say a lot of things. I thought our power play wasn't, which was really successful in the semifinal series against Cornwall. Wasn't as successful against CP in the final, but you got to give CP and Jason Clark a lot of credit. They're a top-notch organization, one of the best in Canada, and they're 4-time champs for a reason. And it was disappointing to lose it the way we did the last 2 games going into overtime and whatnot. But 10 other teams would have wanted to be where we were last year and the year before that. So we're still very proud of how far we've come in this organization, and proud of the results that we've put up over the last 3 years.
Well, presently here in Brockville, Braves tonight, we've got you where we want you. We've won 1 out of the last 11 or 12. What do you consider that success about?
Well, I think we talked about it last year, Neil, and even in the playoff series, of the 10 games we played the Braves last year, I think we had to come from behind to be victorious in probably 8 or 9 of them in the third period. So there's not a lot to give between the two teams, and they always play us. The Braves always play us tough when we're here on a Friday night. So we don't expect anything less than a tight hockey game. And if our power play and penalty kill are up to where they were a couple weeks ago at the showcase, then maybe that gives us a little extra goal to be successful tonight. But ultimately, special teams will probably decide the game.
Last week at this time, you're in Carleton Place. The Canadians come out on top 7-3, but I see they got about 3 goals from the back end, which is something else. Theo Chartis and that. And what was that game like?
Well, it was a good eye opener for our guys. A lot of our newer guys hadn't experienced a game in CP up until that point, and I think it's good for us to realize how far we have to go in order to compete with CP, and what we have to do in order to be successful. So was a butt kicking, to say the least, but I think in the long run it's a good thing that's going to help us be a better hockey club.
You've been on the Carleton Place side of things. That rink, is that a little tougher game to play in? I mean, Carleton Place has generally had a whole lot of size as its size. Is that rink, do you play any different in that rink?
I don't think you play any different. Jason certainly recruits, and this year he's recruited exceptionally well for his rink. They're bigger, they're faster, they're more skilled. A very talented hockey club that is extremely well coached. So anytime you go into Carleton Place, you know, unless you're at the top of the game, they're going to hand you your lunch, and that's what happened to us last Friday night.
You talked about specialty teams lastly here. You're coming off 2 losses. What do the Senators need to do to be successful tonight?
Well, we gave up 12 goals in 2 games last weekend, so we spent a lot of time this week working on our D zone, refining our responsibilities and making sure everybody was on the same page. So we've got to be better in our own end tonight especially, and that's what we're looking for as a coaching staff.
Thanks for doing this as always, Jamie. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, Neil. It's always great to be back in Brockville.
Jamie Mayo, the OJS Senators.